Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention? In order to ensure that the live stream is not obstructed and that all students' names are clearly heard online and in person, please refrain from loud yelling and the use of noisemakers or air horns. The use of these items will prevent other families from being able to hear their senior's name called online, and we cannot give this moment back to those families.
Please stand for the national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. You may be seated. Welcome everyone, especially to our Director of Schools, board members, Rossview administration, faculty and staff, family members, and of course, to the class of 2021. We've been counting down the days until this moment for what seems like an eternity, and at some points, it may have even seemed impossible that we would reach our goal. We have all worked hard these past 12 years, and we have reached amazing heights. Remarkably, we have 25 graduating with honors diplomas and 75 with highest honors. There are 10 graduates enlisted to serve in our military, and 90 have earned an industry certification. Our stories, however, do not end here. There's still so much left to write. I am so thankful for all the time that we had together as a class. We have persevered through wins and losses, weeks of testing, and even a pandemic. We have proven just how resilient we are, and with that, we have the ability to take on anything. I wish you all the best of luck with wherever your future takes you.
Good morning, parents, honored guests, friends, online guests, and students of the Rossview High School class of 2021. As we begin our ceremony, I would like to take just a moment to introduce our podium guests, starting on my right with the Chief of Staff, Dr. Angela Huff. Also with us today are board members, Ms. Carol Berry, Chair of the Board, Mr. Jimmy Garland, and Ms. Margaret Pace. Director of High Schools, Dr. Rosalind Evans, and Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Sean Imperatrice. I would also like to take a moment to recognize my amazing administrative team, which consists of Ms. Kimberly Herndon, Assistant Principal, Mr. Russell Mang, Assistant Principal, Mr. Rick Martin, Assistant Principal, and Dr. Becky Padgett, Assistant Principal. Class of 2021, at this time, please stand for the playing of the Rossview High School alma mater. may be seated.
I was 5 years old when I learned a lesson that would determine the focal point of my life. At the time, I loved the beach, but as a toddler, I favored the safety of the sand, certain to steer clear of the ocean. Unbeknownst to me, my grandmother had the intention that on this beach trip, I would learn how to swim. She took my hand and dragged me out to an unfathomable depth for a toddler, roughly 5 feet. There, we practiced kicking, floating, and overcoming my fear of water. By the end of my vacation, I was a proficient swimmer. Like 5-year-old me, we all have a time, many times actually, where we are faced with the choice to sink or to swim. Conquering our fears is never easy. Overcoming them, however, is how we develop our strength. Through every obstacle, every situation that seeks to hinder us, we mature into remarkable people. As a class, we have already overcome our fair share of challenges, and this year has been no exception. We went virtual for 3 months last year. We missed a month of school in August. We omitted the Warfield game and homecoming parade, and even our graduation today looks different. We swam through uncharted waters as we dealt with the uncertain and kept our heads held high with every trial. In the end, we have become stronger because of these tests. We know the meaning of the word perseverance, and as we become adults, we will have the grit necessary to surmount obstacles. As we leave this room today and transition into the next phase of our lives, we will feel a range of emotions. We will most assuredly be fearful. There will be times when we find ourselves in over our heads. There will be times when we want to sink, but instead, we will rise to the occasion and push through. Whether we depart for college, jobs, military service, or wherever else our lives take us, we must remember this crucial piece of knowledge. Courage isn't being unafraid. It's being afraid and doing the job anyway. Today, revel in your accomplishments. Every moment has led each one of you to this very stage. But moving forward, at times of uncertainty and doubt, remember your strength. You have proven your fortitude through even the most unprecedented of events. And now, looking to the future, you have a world of opportunity. Look inward. Channel your courage. Choose to swim. And in all of life's triumphs, failures, and everything in between, be strong.
Former First Lady Michelle Obama once said, "Your experience facing and overcoming obstacles is actually one of your biggest advantages." As a class, we've endured unforeseen challenges throughout high school, especially within the last year and a half. And while it can be tempting to dwell on the negative, it's more valuable to appreciate what we've gained. Our circumstances have forced us to develop and to utilize a resilience and a gratitude that will ground us deeply as we pursue our futures, instilling a toughness in us that has expanded both our capabilities and our horizons. We are masterfully equipped for the ever-changing world we enter. We have a greater adaptability, whether that involves utilizing new technology or being versatile as changes are thrown our way. And as we start the next chapter of our lives, we can have confidence in our ability to rise above any challenge. Besides enhancing our capabilities, our unique circumstances have gifted us with a profound sense of gratitude for the relationships we form. The pandemic-related distance, both emotional and physical, has gifted us with the perspective to fully appreciate our friends and classmates. And for this reason, the relationships we have are stronger, and we exit from high school knowing that our friendships, memories, and inside jokes will be a part of us forever. Most importantly, we have been given a fresh perspective on our futures. The challenges that we've overcome have opened our eyes to all the opportunities that we are afforded and has instilled in us the desire to make the most out of them. The seemingly mundane activity of coming to school was appreciated as the privilege that it is, and we graduate today grateful for both our education and for the devotion of our teachers and mentors who have unconditionally supported us during this time. The changes we've seen in the last year have shown us that we must attack our goals with urgency and with enthusiasm, knowing that there's no better time to act than the present. To the graduating class of 2021, being your classmate and peer has truly been the greatest privilege, and I want to sincerely thank you for the best 4 years. We enter the next phases of our lives, whether that be college, the military, or the workforce, understanding the importance of living in the moment and being deliberate with our choices. As we close this chapter, we enter the next one wiser and more grateful. We know that our futures hold the best of what's to come for us, and we recognize that ultimately it's both our gift and our responsibility to fully utilize every opportunity that we are offered. And so now, with pride in our accomplishments and gratitude in our hearts, we celebrate.
Class of 2021, as I look out at each of you in your red caps and gowns, there is so much hope. You have persevered through an unbelievable school year, and you have also seen many changes in our school and our world. You have proven that there are no limits to learning and achieving, and you have helped make Rossview High School a better place. In this class, there are 3 National Merit Scholarship finalists. There are 17 students who have followed their dreams and signed to play collegiate-level athletics at the next level. Currently, over 400 of you have a solid plan after graduation to become productive citizens, doing a variety of things from going to college, technical school, going directly into the workforce, or joining the military. You have earned more than $15.3 million in scholarships, and that number keeps growing each day and sets a new school record. Among you, there are 29 students with a perfect 4.0, another first in school history. There are also 5 sets of twins. There are 4 students who are competing at the state track and field competition, and 1 who is competing at the state tennis tournament today. In this class, there are students who didn't think they would make it to see this moment. There are some of you who are the first in your family to graduate high school. And throughout this year, there are some of you who've spent more time out of school than in school due to the pandemic. But class of 2021, you have held true to the Rossview way, and you have proven that pride, tradition, and excellence do prevail and make the community and Rossview a better place. My father taught me a few basic principles that have been my foundation in life. I would like to leave you with 4 of those. Do your best. Always, every single day, especially when you think no one is watching. The Apostle Paul tells us, do not lose heart in doing good, for in due time you will reap if you do not grow weary. Do your best. Do what's right. You know right from wrong, and you've proven it many times over the last 4 years. And even though the world continues to try to blur the lines between what's right and wrong, don't let anybody change who you are and that you know the right thing to do. Always do what's right. Treat others the way that you want to be treated. Unfortunately, This does not mean that you will always be given that same respect, but do it anyway. Time and people are the most important things in life. Don't let anyone tell you that money, fame, TikTok views, or Instagram followers are going to fulfill you. What matters is how you spend your time and who you decide to spend it with. Choose wisely. So remember 4 simple things. Do your best, do what's right, treat others the way you want to be treated, and spend your time with the people who matter the most. You are a special group to me. There are many of you here that I have watched grow up since birth. It makes me proud to see all that you represent and all that you have become. Now the world is yours to go out and make a better place. No matter what, if the days are dark and the road seems long, always remember the faculty and staff at Rossview High School believe in you no matter what. In keeping with tradition, I wish you Godspeed. Dr. Huff, I proudly present to you 150 of the 433 members of the Rossview High School class of 2021 who have met the requirements established by the state of Tennessee for graduation.
Good morning. On behalf of Millard House, Director of Schools, I commend this class on your hard work, dedication, perseverance, and resiliency demonstrated by your accomplishment today through an unprecedented academic year. On behalf of the Board of Education and Mr. Millard House, Director of Schools, I hereby accept and confirm the 2021 graduating seniors of Rossview High School that you have met the high school graduation requirements of the state of Tennessee and the Clarksville-Montgomery County School System and are thus entitled to all rights and privileges for completing these requirements. Congratulations, graduates, and Dr. Dowdy, you may begin with the presentation of diplomas.
Olivia Lorraine Hager. Shane Lee Haggard. Jordan Grace Halleck. Taylor Renee Halterman. Ryan Elliott Hamilton. Ji Min Han. Kobe Rashawn Handy. Jared William Hansbrough. Samuel Xavier Harding. Jaden Carey Hargrove. Joshua Sanchez Harris. Talayla Christina Harris. Jordan Nicole Harrison. Nakaya Lachey Harrison Collum. Emily Madison Hartson. Nicholas Adam Hatcher. Jeray Nicole Hayes. Tegan Avery Henderson. Lena Amelia Hennicle. June Sauhau. Tatiana Marie Hernandez. Haley Camille Heron. Hayden Michael Hester. Amaya Tatiana Hodges. Coraline Alyssa Hoffman. Jack Harrison Hoffman. Kaylee Marie Hawkinson. Nehemiah Sharice Holland. Talon Percy Hollins. John Cooper Holt. Haley Grace Howard. Malia Nicole Howes. Philip David Hubbard. Rebecca Michelle Huey. Tyler Marshall Hughes. Cody Hunter Hall. Sophia Esperanza Hutchinson. Alana Zane Hutley. Trinity Catherine J. Alex Jordan Johnson. Paxton Christina Johnson. Dion Lanice Jones. Evelina Faith Jones. Jackson Price Jordan. Sage Larson Jordan. Emma Marie Carls. Dano Corbin Kennedy. Jinsu Kim. Madison Alana Kenton. Jacob Robert Kirby. Hunter Paul Kitzmiller. Colin James Clemon. Ashton Jean Krakowski. Jaden Lee Krakowski. Mary Grace LaRoe. Madeline Lauren Ladd. Yu Jin Lee. Cooper Lane Levin. Chandler Markel Lewis. Aiden Lane Littleton. Jamie Navalhalani Livesey. Isabel Lower. Brooklyn Marie Long. Isabel Zora Lopez. Christian Armando Lopez Romero. Zachariah James Laurent, Logan Xander Lundgren, Paige Marie Leday, Dylan Keith Major, Mackenzie Brooke Malley, Juliana Faith Manasco, Sierra Elizabeth Martin, Trevor James Martin, Jair Martinez, Michael Isaiah Martinez, Gavin Michael Massey, William Robert Mayfield, William Newman Maynard, Maggie Elizabeth McClendon, Devin Cole McCullough, Jody Lynn McDougall, Mackenzie Lee McKillips, Lori Koba Elijah McVeigh, Erin Nicole Merriman, Jillian Renee Myers, Andrew Isaiah Milan, Alexander Joseph Miller, Adara Jolie Milton, Spencer Benton Mims, Riley Shane Ann Minnick, Kiara Jean Miranda, Cameron Amira Mitchell, Emma Lynn Monson, Gracie Allen Moore, Nathan James Moore, Matthew Matuchik Moran, DeMarcus Ryan Morris, Damon Anatoly Murray, Jordan Doyle Musara, Clayton Tyler Myatt, Xavier Jalil Narcisse, Tiana Annalise Nieves, Fashanti Nicole Northington, Dakota Michael James Norton, Sage Caitlin O'Rourke, Lily Grace Oliver, Elijah Kane Oman, Annabella Marie Oriana, Zayla Janae Osborne, Zoe Gabrielle Owen, J. Lavon Rihanna Ozier, April Ann Pageant, Avery Jack Paith, Abigail Reed Painter, Kentrell Kiovion Pardue, Yuri Park, Evelyn Lucille Parks, Mary Mathis Parnell, Tony Lee Patson, Gabrielle Adalise Peck, Gracelyn Renee Penison, Nathan Jonas Peterson, Nevaeh Nicole Peterson, Anissa Vantesser Pierce, Abigail Grace Pearson, Trinity Abriana Pillow, Olivia Marie Pingle, Nicholas Stewart Pingleton, Markel L. Pipes, Keely Autumn Pitts, Emily Kirsten Paprosky, Logan Michael Pote, Mark Anthony Alexander Prescott, Isabella Hope Preston, Selena Maria Primus, Kayla Marie Pruitt, Kiana Brittany Renee Pruitt, Madeline Bree Putty, Summer Leah Haggard,
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be your class president for the last 2 years and letting me be the last person you guys hear from, not only exiting this building, but high school as well. In August 2008, nearly all 433 of us started kindergarten. Presently, we have earned almost $16 million in scholarships while having doubts about our choices and futures, risks we had to overcome, and we've learned more about life from our peers, teachers, friends, and families. This diploma not only shows everyone the dedication and importance from what we have earned from our hard work during the past 13 years, but ultimately it is reflected on for the rest of our lives. I cannot wait to see where life takes each and every one of you guys. Thank you, parents, family, and staff for encouraging us and help us receiving this diploma. My fellow peers, we worked long and hard for this day to be in our favor. Seniors, will you stand? Please join me now as we flip our tassels from our right to our left, signifying our newfound graduate status. Congratulations, you've all deserved this accomplishment.